Yeah, they really didn't like the Seahawks in there. I wonder if they just don't want me to have lobster because they think I'm from Seattle. Oh. Well, I'm in New England. I don't know actually where I'm at. I'm in a place called Peabody, and that's how you say it. It's not Peabody, I was told. But she's right by Salem, Massachusetts. So Steve's with me, and we just had breakfast. We got here late last night, super late. Got to bed at 3. Shout out for Luigi's. And we just had breakfast at Luigi's. As you can see, it was pretty good food, and the place is old school, and it's really good. There's a lot of people in there that, unlike locals, they probably walk there. But this is interesting, classic, what I would think is classic New England. We're gonna go around Salem, and then we're gonna go to Portland, Massachusetts, and then go all over kind of Massachusetts and Connecticut. We're doing some stuff for work, and this will be an interesting trip because we're just gonna, when I see something cool, I'm gonna take a video of it and share it with you, and then move on to the next cool thing. So, because we got to do other stuff while we're here. So, it's an interesting place. It's very humid, super humid, more humid than I thought it would be. Very humid. But let's see what we find. Crazy old Revolutionary War type stuff. This is like early American. Go figure. I don't know why I was surprised by this, but this is like old school, like Revolutionary War buildings and cool, super cool stuff. Super cool stuff. We just got, like, we're right on the edge of Salem, you know, Salem, where there's like witch hanging, burning, Dunkin. And we went to this place called Gallows Park, or Gallows Hill, right? Mm-hmm. Gallows Hill. At the very top, there's Gallows Park, which is where there were gallows. Pretty certain that that basketball court wasn't a basketball court 200 years ago. I'm pretty sure that was probably a hanging point. So we're not here during October or even September. We're here in August, and there's
a dog.
And his dog. There's skeleton. That's, I don't, what? There's a skeleton coming out of that guy's yard. What? On, again, Gallows Hill. This place, Salem, is funky. So Salem is very similar to Peabody, as you might expect, but a little bit stranger. Oh, look, ancient church.
The houses are nicer.
Lovecraftian church.
Very.
Wow. This is a cool street.
Yeah.
Lots of history on this street. Which all these houses have like frog fishermen in the basement, and gateways to the ocean depths. Oh, look at that! The Ropes Mansion and crazy Death Tower. Holy cow! No.
So we're on the left here.
We're going left here.
Which house?
What?
Which house?
What? Oh, this is the witch house.
It's totally witch house.
It's totally tourist trap. That's awesome, but touristy. Oh, the witch house. Dude, Salem's pretty awesome. They just embrace the witch. There's
Moon Baby,
Witch City wines over there. It's just all about the witches. They just take it and love it. Ancient building, man. This is like Revolutionary War stuff. Nathaniel Hawthorne. Dude,
If you want to find yeah, go straight.
there's so much stuff. So much history things. Oh, look at that church. Rock.
Just here to the right, that's the Salem Commons.
Look at that though. Look at that giant statue.
And the Salem
Dude, it's a thing guy, inquisitor person. And the Salem Witch Museum is in a church.
Yep.
That's rock star. Cool. This is the first witch hunter. He looks pretty awesome. First settler of Witchville. Still pretty cool. Right across from Witch Museum. That's pretty awesome. I gotta like the Worcester Museum. I wonder what church they took though. I wonder if that was a Catholic or Presbyterian or I don't know. It's a cool church for you. It's erected at some point in the past that I can't read because it's all Roman numeral-y. So it's a cool looking church. There's even got a cemetery right in the front. And they are totally real. Maybe. That's pretty wicked. I went over there. That little one's 1789. I don't know what that one is in a year. Nice skull though at the top. Assumption. That's interesting. Crazy. And now, with any luck, I saw a really cool store right in downtown Touristville, Salem. But it's an actual, like, real life wand shop. It's the kind of wand shop that's like Harry Potter like wand shop. So it's probably totally a tourist trap, but you gotta go see it since we're running through town anyway. I'm not really used to this much history around me. I don't see this much. It's pretty cool. So this is the Why Not's window. Oh yeah. Wand shopping. Oh, look at that.
Homemade on-site downstairs.
On site?
Downstairs here.
In the basement. That's not frightening. Beverly. This is kind of the view off the side of Beverly. You can see a person swimming down there at the bottom, maybe. But look at this, just a big bay and then these classic New England style homes. That's pretty cool. Yeah, there are no frog fishermen in the basement of that place. No. We're getting some lunch in very New England style. We're going to Joe's on a Roll. Yeah. So it's a kind of a shack, but it looks really pretty good. There's some menu action for you. Yeah. Lobster, 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 lobster. So that's pretty good. Joe's, really good, really good. You can see what I got here. I got the clam chowder and the lobster roll, and that's just all lobster. There's no filler. That's like real. That's like a family-owned shack that's been there God knows how long. And I got clam chowder, which is really good. Steve got the lobster biscuit you can see over there. Highly recommend it. I'll put a link down below for you guys to, if you're ever in Beverly, Massachusetts. I keep wanting to say Beverly, Maine. We're headed to Portland, Maine now. But anyway, you should check this out. It's really, really good. So, but onward to Portland, Maine. We got to Portland, Maine, and it's just like more old ancient things, like an ancient cemetery that's kind of frightening, actually. I'm just saying. That cemetery rocks during midnight. crazy, all like thin, busted up, tipping over, rotting away from the acid rains. Portland's really different. A little more grown up.
We do. I mean, it was obvious from the.
I like it a lot better than the other Portland. We all talked about that already. The other Portland, not so much. This Portland, pretty good. I can handle this Portland. Less hippies.
That looks like the kind of firehouse that used to have horse-drawn.
Yeah, it does. And the fireman statue over there, that's pretty cool too. We're coming down the big hill that is the middle of Portland. Enjoy. What is that ahead? Ocean? Merchant Bay?
Casco Bay.
Which way do I go?
Right.
Right. Oh, look at that island out there. That's pretty cool.
Backworth Island.
This is several hundred years old fort. Probably a pretty cool place over there for tours. That's pretty sweet. Hey there. Yeah, it's morning. It's the next day. We finished up work yesterday. We went to a really cool restaurant called Tipo. Put a link down below. Had a really good dinner. Had corn ravioli and lobster. Steve had swordfish, and we had some appetizers like squash fritters and some tuna like a thing. Crostinis. Yeah, they were pretty good. You can see in these pictures. It was a nice place. It was a really nice place actually. If you're ever here on the north side of Portland, you should check it out. It's a really nice restaurant. Very good. Great staff. Nice place. So. Anyway, so we're headed back into Portland, Maine, downtown. We gotta get some food, and we're gonna take a look at some more stuff downtown for work. And then later today, we're going to be headed to Hartford, Connecticut. We're gonna go diagonally all the way from here to Hartford and go through Worcester and a couple other places. So that'll be a trek, and we'll see what we find as we go there. Could be, I don't know, I've never been over here. Well, I've been here a long time ago, but not doing this, so. So we're gonna go in this place called Free Range Fish and Lobster, which is a pretty cool place. We're gonna see if they can ship anything to Seattle. I don't think so. All I want is lobster. I just want pounds of lobster. That's where Seattle has bad seafood, is lobster. They don't have good lobster. Go figure. So we'll go find out. Wow, this is definitely a working fish place. Definitely a working. Oh, that's pretty cool. This is a cool place, man. Free range. No go on the lobster. They will not. They'll ship it gladly, but they're like, it's not cost effective. It's like $200 to get it from here to Seattle. So I'll have to find some more lobster somewhere else before we go back on the plane. But it was an interesting place. Definitely a working seafood place. And they don't like Steve. They don't like the Seahawks. And so that was like one of the first questions they asked. I don't even know if we said we were from Seattle. No, we did.
Because you wanted to ship it there.
I wanted to ship it to Seattle. Like, oh, you like Seahawks? I'm like, no. And Steve's like, yeah. So as we were leaving, they even said, go Pats. It's like, oh, shit. Lucky we didn't get beat with clubs and thrown in the tank. That was awesome. That was pretty cool. You know, the more I think about it, they really didn't like the Seahawks in there. So it may not have been cost effective to ship it to Seattle because they don't want Seattle to have lobster. I just thought of that because they said it would be no problem shipping it to LA. Yeah, they really didn't like the Seahawks in there. I wonder if they just don't want me to have lobster because they think I'm from Seattle. Oh, stupid Seahawks. I knew that was going to happen. This is York, Maine. It's like one of the last towns in the southern coast of Maine. Decided to divert. It's pretty slick. It's very crowded with tourisms. Lots of swimming out there. And sharks. Not sure why you'd want to swim with a great white shark that's out there. It's going to be eating you in a minute. It's Lobster Cove here where we're going. Oh, we're not going to Bob's Clam Shack? Going to Lobster Cove for some lunch to get our last lobster from Maine. Not a lobster, like a real lobster. Lobster. So they brought me a bucket. These are the tools for eating lobsters. So you see, that's my shell bucket. Looks like a sand bucket for a 3-year-old. Oh yeah, I got chowder. Anyway. So when the lobster gets here, before I eat it, I'll share some claw action. My little friend is here for me to eat. Yep. It's my last lobster from Maine for the day. That's Steve's. He didn't want to work for his lunch. So he got another lobster roll. His lobster roll looks pretty good. But it's more expensive than one of my lobster. So my lobster is cheaper because I have to work for it. So good. Lobster. Go there. Take your second bath in butter. So that was pretty good. That was a great lobster. It was very tasty. Put it that way. So now we're right on the water. We're in East Hartford. We actually just finished up for work. We gotta go to Boston. We gotta catch a flight tomorrow morning at like before the sun comes up. So that'll be unfortunately bad. Anyway, we just got a Dunkin Donut here. A lot of Dunkin Donuts here. No Starbucks. Anywhere we've been, we've probably seen one Starbucks. but we've seen like 1,000 Dunkin Donuts in this place. And when I say this place, all the way up to Maine, everywhere we've been on this trip, lots of Dunkin Donut. And we've stopped twice. This is our second one. And you can see some of the sign here. So, yeah. Like that sign, like when we went into the Dunkin Donuts, you can get an iced latte with hazelnut, and they ask me if I want more sugar. It's really peculiar. And then when you get a donut, because cheaper donuts, you can get one donut, they ask you if you want another donut. Or then they don't say it that way. They say it, you only want one? It's just like, yeah, that's what I said. It's just kind of weird. And you don't want sugar in that? I'm like, I already have sugar. It's syrup, a hazelnut. It's just weird. They really push sugar on you. And like all of the add-ons are sugar. Everything's sugar. Dunkin Donuts is just a giant sugar factory. It's like they must invest in diabetes medicine.
The diabetes industrial complex?
That's exactly right. Because it's just sugar. I mean, take a look at, go into Dunkin Donuts, because you have all the East Coasters have to do it, because West Coasters don't have Dunkin Donuts. At least not Northwest or California. Anyway, so that's my Dunkin Donuts. We're going to go probably to Boston now. And, yeah, I don't know. We got a lot of driving to do. So, we'll see. Okay, so we just had dinner at Amrheins. Sure. We're in South Boston, which we stopped here because the road to the airport was a disaster and I had to get gas anyway. So we stopped here and it was really good food. As you can see in the signs, this is the outside. It's an old place, like 1890. And we had another lobster roll. So it's 3 days, 3 lobster rolls, and it was really pretty good. However, Joe's, the one we found in Salem, or Beverly, is actually the town it was in, was far better than all of the other lobsters. So anyway, we gotta get to the airport, and so we're gonna go and get there and then take off back to Seattle. So that was a 3-day trek, 3 days, 3 lobsters.